Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day today so far. It's that time to come on up in the kitchen and have a conversation with Granna. Yeah, it's time to sit down, relax for a minute. Hey, grab your bottle of water so you can stay hydrated. And let's just sit down and have a little conversation, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get it going. I don't know if you guys seen on the news. It was a little over a week ago now. Over in Georgia, I think it was like Decatur, Georgia. The customer shot a cashier and killed the cashier. Yeah, that was crazy. They was having a disagreement about him wearing a mask or him not wearing the mask correctly. And the cashier said something to him about the mask. And so they got into an argument about it. And then he just left his merchandise, left the store. So I think at that point, I guess they thought everything was over and done with because he just left his merchandise and he just left. And he came back. He came back into the store, went directly to that cashier and shot her. Yeah. It's crazy. I think there was an off-duty sheriff working. An off-duty sheriff was at the store, and he tried to intervene, and he did intervene, and then it became a little shootout between him and the suspect, and they both ended up getting shot, from that incident, and they was transferred to the hospital, but the young lady, she lost her life. Yeah, that was crazy. I was trying to find, it says a customer who arguing with the cashier about wearing a mask at a Georgia supermarket shot and killed the cashier, and this was on like that Monday, and wounded a deputy sheriff working off duty at the store. The gunman was shot by the deputy sheriff that was there off duty, and they both was, like it says, they both survived, and they was transferred to the hospital and everything. The suspect later on was identified as Victor Lee Tucker Jr. of Georgia, and he was arrested by the DeKalb County Police Department as he was attempting to crawl out of the front door of the supermarket. Well, I guess after he was shot, he was attempting to crawl out the front door. So they, like I said, they arrested him and they took him to the hospital for medical care. Yeah. Say the gunfire occurred just after 1 p.m. inside a Big Bear supermarket. That is when Mr. Tucker was checking out of the supermarket and got into an argument with the cashier about his face mask. Yeah. He said he immediately left the store without purchasing any of the item, and he immediately returned. Tucker walked directly back to the cashier, pulled out a handgun, and shot her. He then began shooting at the deputy who was attempting to intervene while working off duty at the supermarket. So the sheriff, he was off duty, but he was working at the supermarket at the time. Yeah. The authority identified the cashier the following day as Laquita Willis, 41. She was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta and pronounced dead. And the suspect, Mr. Tucker, was also taken there and later, and he was in stable condition. And the officer was taken to another hospital, Atlanta Medical Center, where he was okay. There was a second cashier that got grazed by a bullet also, but they was treated at the scene and they was okay. Oh my Lord. It's just crazy. Y'all hear me? It's kind of like road rage. You can't say nothing to people these days about nothing, honey. You can't say nothing about no mask. You can't say nothing about them when they're in their vehicle. If they cut you off or you cut them off, not even like you even maybe trying to cut somebody off. You may be just doing doing your thing, and you get over or something, and it's crazy. It's just crazy out here. You can't say nothing to nobody about nothing, because these people be snapping. I mean, when they snap, they go off and want to shoot you and kill you. Just, I don't know, a little over maybe a month ago out in California, I believe it was, the mother was taking her little 5-year-old to school, and they say she cut the guy off, this guy and his girlfriend. So then they get back in side by side of her, and end up shooting her little 5-year-old boy, killing him. You can't say nothing to these people these days. And I understand the cashier probably was just, wanting to know why he didn't wear a mask. But ever since they lifted that mask on, no one wears it. And you just can't say anything to somebody. You just gotta be as safe yourself as possible. You can't say anything. The people that works in these different retail places and these different places, because I think the only place that's still mandatory to wear these masks is like federal buildings or stuff like that. But regular places where you go and shop, it's up to those businesses. And even if the business still, say you can if you want to or don't want to, you can't say nothing to these people, man. They get crazy. They start going off, and when they get crazy and start going off, they want to kill someone, and I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Maybe these people be having bad days, or things just not going right in their life, and they just need anything or any reason to just go off and kill somebody. This young lady lost her life because she was questioning this customer about wearing a mask, and she ended up losing her life. I mean, Lord. That's why I don't say nothing to nobody. I don't say nothing when I'm on the road driving. If I see someone seem like they need to get around me, I get on over out the way, let them have it. I was actually in a store. This was even before they lifted the mandate of wearing the mask. I was in a store and in the line, and the cashier wasn't even talking to me or the customer in front of me. It was like 3 of us in line. She was having a conversation with the customer that was right there at the time, and they was saying, she heard, we could hear them, and the customer was asking her, well, what when they lift the mask thing, are you gonna still wear? Asking the cashier, was she gonna wear a mask? And she was telling him, yes, she was still gonna wear a mask, and she just glad that they have that shield up, so when they lift it, at least they'll have that if people choose not to wear a mask, because they can't say anything to them about wearing a mask. So of course, the gentleman that was in front of me and the one that was behind the one she was having a conversation with, he just jumps off in the conversation and just starts saying, well, I don't think nobody have a right to ask us about a mask anyway and make us wear a mask anyway. This don't even make no sense. I mean, he was just going off and just got into the conversation. I just kind of backed up a little bit, because I'm like, look, I ain't saying nothing. I'm not responding one way or the other. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not even getting in this conversation. I don't have an opinion, period. But yeah, he was all, just got into it and started talking about, no one should tell them what to wear and how to wear a mask anyway and all this kind of stuff. So the cashier didn't say, she just ended the conversation right there. She didn't say anything else. And even the gentleman that she was talking to, he looked back and he kind of looked at him, but he just stopped and finished his transaction and just got on up out of it. He just went ahead and left. And, and that was the best thing to do. Wasn't no sense in nobody trying to go any further or anything like that. But it's just really sad that this lady lost her life all because she, was questioning him about a mask. And it just really rubbed him some kind of way, that to the point where he felt like he needed to just go out to his vehicle or wherever he went. He had to go to his vehicle, because they say he immediately came back in and kill this woman, shoot this woman in broad daylight, in right in front of other people, right in front of customers. Had no concern first for this lady's life or anyone else, and just start shooting. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. But I feel bad, really feel bad for her and her family. I mean, this cops that it's a good thing he was there working, working that day or right there at the time, because he could have killed more people, because another second person did get grazed by a bullet. It could have been way worse than what it was. I mean, it's bad anyway because someone lost their life, but it could have been way worse. And all because of a mess. It doesn't make any sense. His life is pretty much done too, because he's going to probably end up spending the rest of his life in jail. You done murdered somebody. You done murdered this woman, took her life, all because you and her disagreed about a mask. I mean, I'm sure he voiced his opinion about it. So, you did that. Why would you not just, go ahead? You're already up there. Pay for your merchandise and just leave. You leave your merchandise. You go out to your car. You immediately come back in the store and shoot this young lady. Mercy. You just never know what people got going on or what's happening in their life. So a lot of times, it's best not to say nothing to anybody, because you don't know. You just don't know how the outcome is gonna, what the outcome is gonna be. And it's just really sad that this happened to this young lady. She's at work, trying to work, and I guess really concerned about her safety and her health, and happened to be at the wrong place, wrong date, talking to the wrong person about wearing a mask, and ended up losing her life. So sad. So sad. Wow. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? If you haven't seen it, Google it and read it. You can definitely Google it and read about it. But hey, if you're out and about and you see someone that's not wearing a mask or choose not to wear a mask, really think before you question them on it. Really think if it's even worth you even having a conversation with them, because you don't know how that conversation is going to go. It could go to the left real quick. And just because of a conversation, you can end up losing your life when you're only being concerned about, something as small as someone not wearing a mask. Really think about it before you make that decision to have that conversation, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to get ready and get up out of here and go ahead on and finish up my day. I hope you guys will have a rest of your day, be a good day. And, before you get out of here, though, go ahead, back, give Granna some love, share my video with family and friends. If this is the first time you're checking out Kitchen Talk with Granna, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become one of my followers, and just become a part of my team. I appreciate you having you. I appreciate the comments and everything, But yeah, about to get out of here. You guys have a great day, and I'm gonna check you out next time around. Okay, bye.